First thought was, you gotta be kidding. How can it be me when I'm such a healthy person? But of course, being an athlete, cancer doesn't care about that. So, but my first thought was, oh shit. And my second thought was, what do I do now? Immediately, as a tennis player, you get into the solution. What do I need to do? What can I do, and what's the next step? So I got into the solution immediately and try to figure out, what's next for me. So that's where I think being an athlete helps to stay positive in a situation like this. I'm lucky because one of my best friends is also my doctor, OBGYN, and she's the one that took me to the next doctor to see what needs to be done. And walk me through it, and so I was lucky that my friend was my doctor. But overall, I think I still did not take good enough care of myself. When I moved and I changed doctors, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it next year. But once I was diagnosed, I was lucky with my doctor, and also I was told it's important to really surround yourself with friends that are positive, that will help you get through this emotionally, because it was just absolutely draining. When I was diagnosed, the next day I went to the doctor who told me I need a biopsy and radiation, but it's good cancer, so you will be okay. I played tennis the next day. I could barely move. I was absolutely exhausted. I'm like, what is the matter with me? Because it wasn't the cancer, it was the emotions of having cancer. Absolutely wiped me out physically. And it took me about 2 weeks before I felt back 100% physically. So it made me realize how much stress affects you and how much emotions affect you. It can be positive or it can be negative, and how important it is to surround yourself with people that support you. My team was just the two women, and it was pretty easy, but because of who I am and because of wealth, I have good insurance, I have a great doctor, and I have access to the best solutions. Most women don't. So in America, it's much more complicated. Women maybe could get the mammogram, but it's expensive. They don't have insurance. Then you have to pay too much money. So then they don't do it because they need to buy groceries for the family. So I think in America, the healthcare system is really horrible in that too many people cannot afford to have good healthcare. So I was lucky in that sense, and I had a great team around me. For me, I was always very positive, and so my life didn't really change other than, again, what's the solution and what do I need to do to make sure this doesn't happen again? So if nothing else, it made me more aware of the necessity of taking care of your body and prevent these things from happening. So I get my yearly checkups. I had the colonoscopy. I will have one this year because now it's been 10 years since the last one. So just be more aware of prevention, taking care of yourself, and making sure that those around you also take care of themselves.